Sometimes so much, I wonder why we no vex. They have pushed our everybody to know. I wonder what is next. Monkey walk, baboon they chop, baboon they chop. Them no they stop, them no they stop. Them belly pop, but them stay chop. Them go they chop, all the money, ooh. No development with the money, ooh. No libby, no lava lava. I swear, this time we don't go take them shower. No gang.
Yemma Kwaba, Batusan Hotel. Where dear, when you beshe, Fie, Yetia Pai Kumasi, Echesu a charcoal, Equadrabin Quine so. No home Joe here, ye whatever a hot way, Dianai. Ye normal, standard, deluxe standard, and now executive room, sir. The more Wi-Fi, DSTV, Yenkanja air conditioner, room beer mo. Ye was chef Kukudama. Ye won't corner share beer, Ubenya. Ye want share beer. The motaho, a yes, up there for Quinso. Ye were a good year more who to be a cassia. It will funny pa opinion. Ye was singing wood true, ye demand high. Frame was 0244 6544 58 0246 505327 and 0241 418645. The emails here info to San Hotel at gmail.com. To San Hotel,
Control 56 ambulance and 200,000 P8. Signature. I know what nutrition, we know vex enough, oh. We know vex enough. We know vex enough, oh. We know vex enough. There is sometimes so much, I wonder why we know vex. They have pushed our everybody know. I wonder what is next. Monkey they walk, baboon they chop, them no they stop, them belly pop, but them still they chop. Them good. 1-2 radio culture, yes indeed. It's that time. Welcome to Weekend Editorial on Radio Culture. Now, before we start the show, I have a few pieces of announcements to make, and then today we're tackling just one topic, right? But the audio piece that I have is quite long, so we'll delve straight into the topic. We'll dive and delve straight into the topic. But before that, let me drop those pieces of information. Number one, for everybody who is trying to listen to us or watch us or whatever on www.ghnewsnow.com, you would have noticed that there is a site maintenance notice on that platform. That is our main platform. And like I've been saying for a long time now, we're trying to relaunch it to make it more user-friendly and more aesthetically pleasing to our users. So please pardon the inconvenience while we try to make it a much more enjoyable experience for our listeners and our viewers. So alternatively, you can go over there to modernghana.com and search Radio Culture and listen to us from there. You can also listen to us from MyTuner Radio and all the other platforms where we are live right now. If you are on YouTube, we are also live on YouTube. So the content that you get on the radio is the same that you get on YouTube, except that on YouTube, you're actually getting visuals as well. So choice is yours. But we do apologize for the inconvenience for those of you who are trying to watch on www.ghnewsnow.com. It's site under maintenance, and I promise you, by the time the maintenance is done, you will notice that it will be worth it, because the site is going to look completely different and it's going to look a lot more user-friendly. It's going to be a lot more user-friendly. For those of you who are not familiar with the website, it is the home page, or the home, so to speak, of all our platforms. www.ghnewsnow.com houses three major platforms. Number one is the online TV, which is iCulture TV. Now, from here, after the maintenance is done, when you go on the website, you will be met with iCulture TV, which is to say that iCulture TV is streaming 24/7, and when you hit the website, you are greeted with whatever is streaming at that time. However, all our content is also backed up on social media. So if you miss something, you can always, trot over there to YouTube and go catch up on whatever you want to watch, or even if you want to binge watch something, that is the way to go. Also, the site will have the online radio culture where we are right now. It will also be on the website as it is right now, right? It's just that we're making it a lot more user friendly. And then we will also have the print media, or not print as in newspaper, but like, newspaper, website, print, news, articles, all of that will also be there. It is going to be a fantastic platform full of news and content. So that is the announcement that I have for you today. Thank you very much. Now, today, and then Charlie people, we are going to go straight into it, all right? We are all aware, say, the NPP has stated clearly, say, Omonomode strategy, and Omudebe winning, you can say, to 2024 elections, no? How are they going to do it? One quick second, I'll be right back. Actually, before I before Sir Omanel Champon audio way no. Me one quick minute to home. Let me find load the idea so that the discussion will be a lot smoother. Okay, so please give me one quick moment, and I'll be right back. Control 56 ambulance and 200,000 V8 signature. We know vex enough, oh. We know vex enough. We know vex enough, oh. We know vex enough. They insult us so much, I wonder why we know vex. They have pushed our every button, oh, I wonder what is next. Monkey they walk, baboon they chop, baboon they chop. Them no they stop, them no they stop. So them belly pop, but them still they chop. Them go they chop, oh, all the money, oh. No development with the money, oh. No libby, no lava lava. I swear, this time we don't go take them yawa. No gangalea, one bagawaya. I swear, this time they go sell our dawa. You say you be food soldier, they follow party matter. They carry oga dirty water, present in every danger. At the end of this year, waiting you get my dear. As it yet become clear that these people they don't care. We know vex enough. We know vex enough.
If you think about these things, your head goes scatter. If you think about these things, your head goes scatter.
Yes, of course. If you think about these things, your head all go. All right, let's get into it. Let me play you a bit. It's all doing a wapant. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to play all of it, but it's making the round. So I'm sure say a lot of you will be familiar with the references that I will make, right? But let's listen to as much of it as possible, and then we'll go into it. Before now, let me give you a background. The NPP a strategy, it seems to be say, and I was speaking with one of my friends, good friend of mine, NPP guy in New York, great guy, very patriotic guy, everything, And I was talking to him, I'm like, Malam, I didn't know who said, party, obviously, a failure, right? I hijacked or whatever is going on there, Now, mon train, na mon conquer, rebuild the party, Mon Ghanaians a little breather, right? Now, mon fan setback, now mon fan rebuild the party, Now, mon sign back when you have a better image and everything like that. And I was like, oh yeah, in politics, nobody does that. Nobody has time to whatever. Okay, fair enough. In politics, but let's think some common sense, right? Because you say, the only way Ghanaians able to Tuama NPP and it's a which is what seems to be what's going on right now. That so-called strategy that they spoke about seems to be a deception strategy. Simple. Let's just go out there and find a way to deceive the people to vote us back, because there's no way any right-thinking person, no matter how NPP you are, able to make anything amount for and as a Ghana for also indigenous so at the tomamo, right? So now the strategy is to deceive people. Now part of it, and then they said they will send people like, and obviously they have missed the mark with the so-called A-list celebrities, no, right? So-called celebrities. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. But okay, let's go with the dictionary definition of what the celebrities are. So fair enough. Utun said, I think said they're having a hard time finding A-list celebrities to campaign for them because a certain Kevin Taylor is on standby for it. I love this job, bro. I get to laugh. Sometimes I don't laugh the whole day until I come and sit in this seat, and then something just comes up and cracks me up, right? They are having a hard time finding A-list celebrities because a certain Kevin Taylor is waiting for whoever is daft enough to jump on the Bawumia bandwagon. And sure enough, like flies to shite, Bawumia's largesse, stolen largesse, has been able to attract some of these people. So we saw Guru and all these people gravitating towards. Now backlash now, if you Ghanaians or buy, Amana even more difficult for them to get people. So that they are making do with some bogus people like Nicolas Omania Champon. Okay, I forgot to do something, people. I mean, backtracking kakra. I should have made a declaration at the beginning of this show. People, this show, it is very likely that I'll be using some expletives and some words that people might find insulting. It is very likely. So let me forewarn. I'll try my best to limit that or to even completely, as the spirit leads. As the spirit leads, try to not go too much over there. But I'm telling you, sir, the issue that you're discussing, it's impossible for me. I don't know about anybody else. It's impossible for me to deal with an issue like this without saying, say, Obi is stupid. No malice. Stupid is stupid. And normally, me as a person, I sympathize with stupid because Mimi Fu say, Nyansa, nyankopon edema, right? Enti no so will be also da nyankopon ase. Enti so be a stupid. You don't often born on it. So as I said, to say obi a yare in some way. Be fans no. Obi a stupid. I don't think so. Say the this no. Me because you're stupid. I'm not insulting you. I'm pointing out something to you. And I think that's what's going on here. But the thing is, so be a stupid. That's what Oyena say. He will rather come and try to bring you down to his level. As I said, the Omane a champion. I will stick out and freely call him stupid. Even if that's supposed to be an insult. Because how dare you? How dare somebody like this guy, the punk I had to say there, you're kind of saying, you didn't gladiators. I was ancient Rome. Wababi on the punk, because a kishi, because of Kwakoswa, a cocoa. How dare you? Or my nature punk. So, Wababi Jahanum, Nasa, yes, I will come again, Kakanawako, or the falsehood. And all this on Vim, one of Vim or this Kwesi Aboagye. Now, again, let me do one more thing. Big ups to the man called Akwasi Aboagye. I am so impressed. People, listen, my mom will get a clear background to this thing so that when we get into the audio now, for those of you who may not have heard what's going on, you can connect the dots. Akwasi Aboagye is a journalist and also a broadcaster, I should say, a Peace FM. The most unlikely of places. Now, see about audio, so I met him. First, Sir Nicholas Omane Aboagye Omane Hwan Nicholas Omane Champon. The strategy, no, say. Nipa mu saying obviously wakoba na akwa we no di or minimum moko ya sapon hodon into akwa yes okay I don't know yet or access to Bawumia into I don't know what they gave him, I don't know what they told him, but yes I don't know what Jason and I so this trip from information I mean no crown yes say some time ago no ne eja komu and omoko say komoko yes side no last election and I'm say one fast enough and e bi moko echo nya side no na say eja ko no onye that attractive anymore okobebi mo bu no I just saw that baby. They booed him. And so when who say Jacko attractive, so man a champion jump scene. and wants to take that we say no, they don't care or no the open or pay. Now can what sem na kway? But who the what baby down na all the falsehood and the opposite would jina when so ekese yampa and all from station to station. Now we should strategy now or call to NPP friendly stations and or the yes no. And he went to Wuntumi TV and did the same nonsense. And no man the platform and did Jimmy in Huakama away no call it of say Peace FM next stop. Everybody knows that Peace FM, the NPP for fee. He didn't know, little did he know. Say in the most unlikely place, I hold on the judgment. Because Oko Peace FM, don't even say Peace FM yet. Oh, Peace FM they say NPP for fee. I mean, because one market can be an sorry hako. Afe Okoye no, Okotina honom, Okasa na all of a sudden, and na Akwasi Aboagye. Yeah, you kind of saying. Debunk the Okano. Come against the Okano, and then all of a sudden. Now let's go from there to the same Peace FM, Omu TV, UTV, right? Where Socrates suffer another fool. And Socrates is somebody that I freely call a fool. Almost friend with Dimbi, almost can't be channel. You can't say it's almost how what his children feel. People, if you think I'm a fool, call me a fool. My children know I'm not a fool. And it will not affect them. But so ba, and we say Karen in an so call to fame, so direct pono. Ufi pono na okoko di politicians china udim kwa siyasem training pa. Sa me yes I didn't ask friend me fool. Remember no who say me a useless person. Ain't after all. What I say, God forgive us all. I don't really think anybody should be called a fool. But if you, like I keep saying, if you're an idiot like that, that's the instance of a show corner no idiot hono. Oh yeah, what you say? Oh the idiocy no. Eba be the standard that. Enti me member eba be nini amoma ba be inheriti ewiase a Socrates safo ene adwene ho ede ankofo voted to ho. Ejako. Me betena ho. Me nka hwe me beka mano atum na ejako Socrates safo guru Baako your friend Akwasi Aboagye you can ask say Nikum lasamania champon onu kwa de ni Jimmy Grandpa de me hu bi da omo and omo ba this Akwasi same way unim clearly say you're false eba be catch nkofo say na eno akwakọ divert issues ama yasan akwakọ say NPP ase for another how many years and what bowo dam papa omania champon chale momenti audio no I think say I'm in trying to give an intro to the way that they may cut too much. Let's listen to the audio carefully. Like I said, two things. One, a wapant I may not be able to play all of it. Okay, I'm not going to replay somebody's whole entire show on my show. That's not possible. Until I'll play just bits and pieces of it. Number two, and he said the first part of the audio, yeah, this guy speaking from Wuntumi TV. Muntie Vimo de Kasa. We'll come back.
I have nothing against them, but today we set a record straight. Former President Mahama, creative art business, Mahama Neguno.
Mama, you know what? I didn't want Mama Yen say yen tag along. Or Kasa will want to meet TV say, or kind of categorically say creative arts no Mahama Neguno. Na Mama Yen tie at the Contia or cancer. Yen so Nimian Sana.
As president, yet creative art business, movie producers, you name it, Abdusalam no movie for me say, Sunu Yanya Kaniano, Emma Obia Wadini Sika, why invest in Sika, creative art. I will draw Sika in every home. Ubakoro, no more to see the
Good. Or say 2012 da Mahama buy a sign a sumning na creative arts for no omodio musika ekoton paboa yen fani say yampa yen fani say yampa na say yampa enti yenim say dum so na wo before 2012 Mahama ebeba no ana we know that we know for a fact say Kufuor of NPP. Emma, President Kufuor, I respect him a lot. I think that he's one of, again, I keep saying, right? Obia one fault. Kufuor may not be the best leader of our country. But in the face of the Akwasi, he's really one of the better presidents we've seen, especially coming from that tradition. But that's enough said about that. Let's say, right? Into Kufuor, eswa aso for eko sa mo konko bompaye e wakosombo. Na ye di intra omane. That time na when na ye president. Na ye Kufuor na ye president, na nye Mahama na ye president. Into Mahama inherited Sadum so na wo kano. Into any fault. Now, from there, no Mahama came to solve Sadum so na wo kano. Eti omani who say wuni nyansa. Ana say so wuni nyansa na washe da na opese also discord there. Then we are here to stop you. Because Charlie, your country no who yen farm mortgage ni sao. Be say bibi na ye do na amanfo bi abe hijack your country na pese ye je ade back no. Yen jai masa ankwase 40 say bo Nicholas Omani ho ahwan. Emma mumu mbambe lead directive no Emma yen sign mbambe lose your country no. What bo wo dam papa. Yen tes Jimmy for we yen koso. And I'm sorry, this is not the nature of my show. I don't like insulting people, but I'm going to wash this guy and bleach him. Because me like I keep saying, there are certain people they don't even understand when you try to discuss with them. They only understand when you engage them on the level that they belong. And Mahama, I'm throwing that challenge back to you. Set up an office to deal with bullshit. Because that's the office that should be dealing with this bullshit. But don't worry, before that office is set up, we will do this for you. Omane Champon, how dare you? How dare you? Say, ode wu ignorance, no? And opese ode babe set agenda. Emma ekoko affect something that will affect my children and even me, because I'm still here. How dare you? Enya Mahama na didum so baye. Enti sa wo grounds now the gina so say ono na good creative arts no. What bodam ana? What bodam? Everybody knows say under Mahama no, people were still producing stuff. Everybody knows that. Na creatives na nkasa na wo kan no. Enti wo Omane Champon Jimmy, uni nyansa che omo nyida put together. Uni nyansa che wayosi any a bigger quiz any Dina some of my friends and Dina Awunia na something Awuni that woman any Nana Yaboa any sankofoni na put together no omo uni nyansa say omo nim de ye mo na wo but they can no ye gospel artist. That's all you are. And omo eye sine and omo kan de ha omo. What ba be gina honom gospel music yen fa yen kan no kre. Let's face it. Let's call a spoon, not a big spade. Truth of the matter is gospel music. No, anybody can sing gospel music if they are gifted with a good voice, without necessarily being smart. Now, Omania Champon, whatever your name is, what else is your claim to fame apart from singing gospel music? Like Tabitha. What the fuck is Tabitha Kum? What's that? Oko Bible ni mukra na. Word na wahode Tabitha Kum ni ekano. I don't say Talita Kum ni ekano. Jimmy, you know about Tabitha Kum. Tabitha Ghana fans you don't know what's wrong with us. Near to the Sakwa we yechi. I mean, don't know John say or no, are you bold enough to come and tell us, say, Jenny. Come to Benny team. People like Omania Champon and Mobabe Seti narrative na mayen. How dare you? Yentwaso, yenti sembi mo. I didn't know kabio.
Mobile phone accessories, free education on former President Mama no say 2 billion Ghana cedis on fan go free education. Obi dia baba ya, afi do say yem fama wona wo ye die, wa o say anya no. Na mo beto aba Mama Hama, na wa be free education no mo a. Enyanka no omo orphanage homes no. Why na help?
Kwasia, enyanka no omo orphanage homes see here yeti he. Why na help? Nico Jimmy, say idea sa abenwe ayama sa nyanka na wo kano. Na yen fan hweso nya de yen fan hweso ka asem. What be say first of all, okay, and by the way, since MCC wakasa ewo wuntumi ho na wie, since your transition to baby a ne ho be hwehwe no pay close attention as we go along. But say enyanka no mo when say, and these people no sound, they're trying to play on Ghanaians' emotions. NPP for the more say no. Screw you! You are supposed to govern the country such that does not happen. You're not supposed to come and cry on us when that happens. Incompetent subs. Omar imagine someone by play politics of emotions with us to say. When they make any to Enyankana wokano se see ya kase enya mahama na president enti tire dia momo in these 8 years enti aye fanhwe so nkese oh mahama anya hwe ama Enyankana enti no momo wa ye bibia Enyankana enti yenhwe so ye fan vote momo. What's wrong with this guy? And a free situation and the worst thing in the world, the very worst thing, worse than an epidemic, worse than any epidemic. Eye obia sebi oni nyansa na onti asese oni nyansa but opese otwen wo a wote asem na se no eba down to no level so no level no e na ye asem no odagotemu but to say wo free abrosan so brother mon das agotanim. That's what Omania Champong is doing. Onti ade na se asem no kana krankasa na akra onti ase wakojiska e dia ka tese koda koka wo voice kona kotina baby na ka say Mahama so obetwa school fees nim obi can say free education nim na den yejimi ana yejimi Omania Champong enti Ghana ye probia mana ye te say hudwenke ya wo Omania Champong anka won twen na ko bi fufro mo nkrampo first. Yente de okambio. Wohu se say Akwasi Aboagye ebe engage no. Akwasi, God bless you, Akwasi Aboagye. God bless you. Unim, because number one, because it was Peace FM, no, not a whole lot of people were expecting much to come from there. So Obenya Obia Obetna in a hot seat in Peace FM. Now wa counter in some funse coming at John Mahama. Everybody thought, oh, the Ombemana slide, oh, it's a propaganda station. No, it's not. Certain people are there who are making it what that is. But this is proof, say, there are some great presenters, broadcasters, journalists, whatever you want to call them, everywhere you look. The station, unless a name's a station be on my JC or soccer, wait there. No, may JC station be on them, sir. Want to meet TV, for instance. You entertainment for if you know. May you stay in a film. But now make a pass them. Minimum be over into my translation. Minimum money now. But I'm saying, say, station be on maybe I'm more 100% propaganda, right? I don't think that's what's going on with Peace FM, especially with what just happened. Akwasi Aboagye matched this guy's bullshit to for blood clatter. Listen to this discourse.
Since from the beginning of Nana Akufo-Addo campaigns or different education ban, ya papa Mahama and this was a 419. Me won your baby on my phone you so.
Me won no bebre on my phone you so. Jimmy, what's honum? What can I say? Prove it or so me won normal bebre on my phone you so. Sana sa kwan so betina honum regional minister, Shanti regional minister Jimmy sa kwan with Jimmy Chen nipa bebre or say no say me go repeat it class Akwasi asem na okay with Jimmy Bruta nipa we regional minister. But almost or no sa kwan na bio. Eno mo bisa ne say development a mo aye wo for si shambe me office in Chen ho. So that's their strategy now. Oh, I want my phone so. My normal baby on my phone so. Share me on my office in Chen ho. But phone. Munche.
Video TV so near wa. Come bo bia mo ai. Ah onu an kasa so say. Eni kwan say you introduce free education. Ah onu an aka. You know, but no. What's them now kind? Epacho. Masem busati you. O say, Okotu Abama Mahama or Ba will be Kim. Help me evidence.
Or show my evidence, so moment evidence now.
Mahama
Thank you very much. This is journalism.
Renowned journalist.
One strategy, no. They want to convolute the Oba. I say, oh yes, kasa pepe na wakoko any argument. Hey, and now what they ubi when not the show, ubi when on Kenya Sasembia. Oh, the asema obekan from here going. Munti asema obekan saying Sasem bang and Okan was asem way. All this whole time okotina honinina. Apart from so say Mahama eba obeba be free SHS. Aye the bankers are we say no. Asema ebeko so nyina, including asema obeka in response to Kwesi Aboagye no. Obi nkyerɛ me one per I woman nyansa wom.
Ghana for to Abamano, Obechim. Yeah, but what about the Obianoa, Obeka Azamoa, Sebe, but the minimum.
Is he an idiot or what?
No, and they say, yeah, Papa Mahama, no one your mama be met me get this year. There be a chief.
Wako station to station. Ako station to station. Akeka sankwa sia same way sa and ya kacha no ofi wuntumi TV and oba ha say. Afei na obetimi ede ade na kire yen nti asem no kra o ka no hia me wo me office nchen ho
Omutia enya me ka se obi apa onko Google na obehu se baby a ye Papa Mahama gina ya wo say free education no countries biblia
enti wu na wo ba be ka asem a kire yen no afei na wo san de abehye ye konsa afei na yen sanko Google I was say Google o se de double cado and san akuye Jimmy Omania champon wallahi kope bibi na tena what ya say na kope bibi tena na manyansafo onkasa. There are still some smart people within the NPP there. Even for those who want Baumia as president, there are some who can espouse half an intelligent argument. You are nowhere near that. Akwasi Aboagye too phobi. Eba may retreat here now. But shut up. Yente.
be a mistake. Nagana hayan koyes a mistake about introducing free SHS. And yet by be poteno, why can't I be Nicholas Mamboaka? Service of Yaman for tea radio.
Thank you. What's the antibiotics me patch? Won't say, won't they no? Much of the oil. On Pesa Kwesi Aboagye kasa because Agending call into the arena of discourse. He doesn't have shit to say.
Ghana for to Abamana. Man kase Mahama say me say uko to Abama ya Papa Mahama oba obechem and na me say that is my statement and na me say obechem because ojina ifa no obechem on grounds say osi free education enye okay way and I'm saying let your producers come and take something from me to come and show you I'm out for TV.
Shami wo me office in Chenho. Yeah, listen, I feel you Google. And to Kayeka say, hold on. I feel you Google. And so Kayeka say, and ka wo bibi and pampa. Say ka what pulling up from Google that nanka they are trying. Ana me boy. Ye kese ba omi asi obesi toilet. Na ujori wia uko toilet wia ube jori anyesa. Meko Google say them me pull ya mau. It's there. Meet me their trail. Nothing now catches the Yensan ko Google and concentration. When you could have pulled it from Google and showed it to us right there and then. And to us. Onye Mahama spokesperson. Now who ye Baumia spokesperson? Who say Sanko for strategy as you know. Who challenging the pepper say, hey, now we NDC now. Now who MPP ni? How dare you? So be question will be so be ND. Now who MPP ni won't ferret and no being case or ferret so ye NDC ni. Who are better now boldly. Eki can Kwesi asem say Mahama say Oba obetra free SHS when he hasn't said that. Umpo uti ho say yema chance na kasa. After obi kasa obi sans or no or your NDC then so NDC now what's wrong with that? Let's go on.
What I'm saying,
Or say Akora Kra nim say I'm so gen advice film Kra ho. That's why he's behaving the way he is doing. Or say Akora Kra nim say maybe Akora nim say because Akora de sabi in previous obi nim say Akora de afi no osua nyansa. Akora bia no afi na osua nyansa. It's when a child makes a mistake, when a child is lacking in wisdom or bibina, it's not strange. Na normal be and it's so simple to us. We grew to acquire knowledge and wisdom. And you know, it's okay. But who penny out to a fujine at say omania champo. Na se who kwakusianya say if you are it's a problem. Or say akra nim say maybe akra nim sa and out is akra be cancer now so or fine now denam. But obio ye penny I nim answer you said they can no because Mahama has never said that anywhere. Yanto
I don't care if that is hold on. Nicholas, man, yes, sir. No, yes, sir. Oh, man, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. I'm going through my career with you. Oh, there be Nyabutre. I'm saying that. Oh, yes, sir. It's here to buy Mahama. And you bet Hana so. And also then, some questions now, my mouth. There be Nyabutre.
People, Nyansa sem ben Baako pe and a waka mamate. Your future they are at stake, no. Your kotua bar ebe determine whether our taxes for the next how many years will continue going to China to pay for some loan that is right now in somebody's pocket. And no one sem the yeka. And this fool, abetina honum, and the old Jimmy the whole of Ghana and the whole world through the internet. Nanya sem Baako pe ben and a waka mamate. Say enutien konko votima baumia. Oba baumia no kra no osman no on board din on board baumia din on ka say baumia say because on kasa listen NPP dan kasa jatum say the free SHS no it needs review. This is what Mahama said. Say he will review it. Now it's not just the free SHS. Every policy after a while needs review. It is about me and Kasa and Yanadrin say obe review SHS. Then say this is incentive to one Kasa. And they make Janus Kasa Mayan Toman because on Yanadrin says SHS no what say no. For years and cry any textbooks or mobile kind. For years. Omakwa for some stupid curriculum and parents answering engineer and commodity some nonsense curriculum being accommodate Bray and Mano. On your not just be reviews, then you are a lost cause. On my champon, then you are a lost cause. What betinaha Baumianoff, one Baumia did once. Apart from what started talk as was you, Obianim say, Nana do the Baumia campaign. That's the only time he mentioned Baumia. His focus was on coming to lie, say about Mahama say Oba, Obetra free SHS. We thinking say, Sabi prayed as a Ghana for Yejimiana. I'm on a champion. Yanto
yes, sir. It's here to buy Mahama. I can't tell us about Nicholas. Oh, yes, I'm with you. Okay, what are meet here? Messi, me, my quine, now when you should read you, and two, and finger.
God bless you.
And you bet Hannah's okay. And also, then, some questions now, my mouth. You was a question to me, Yano. Messi, Mahama, I found no chance to be free SHS. And one is also 419. Now, boss, me pacha statement na me kan no anya se mabo mitimi po na America me say wabo timi po how wabo timi po sir yeah anya ma o producers na make jemi kuta asa
share me what me office in chain ho
yes you can WhatsApp
Share me my office in chair hall.
What's up, Fabremi? What's up, Fabremi? Yes, this is some of the propaganda people do. And like I said, well, men Kasama NDC, men Kasama Mahama. But I would also not just allow the radio platform to be used to also misinform and just to I have this voice. Also about the NPP, but I also have this voice that I'm going to play. Say, and I'll say, be a Mahama, or can you okay?
People, please listen carefully to their former president, John Dramani Mahama Ebabekano. Muntie.
In the first 3 months of my coming into office, we will hold a stakeholder consultation with parents, teachers, and educational experts to identify and eliminate all the bottlenecks that are affecting the effective implementation of the free SHS program. Mr. Chairman, free SHS is here to stay. Indeed, it is under...
Highlight that. Please find the highlighter and highlight that part. Former President says, also free SHS is here to stay. And then he says a little more to back that up. Listen.
And guaranteed by the 1992 Constitution of Ghana.
Because it is guaranteed by the 1992 Constitution. What is the former president saying? So even if he wanted to, he could not cancel it. Even if he wanted to. Even if John Mahama was daft enough to say, okay, meba, because free SHS here, NPP policy, meba be chima. He could not do it because guess what? Free SHS, no, a policy that dance on NPP for, Ebabe tried to operationalize it. All they did was try to operationalize it. And they failed woefully to do that. Because the kids are in school and they don't have books. Because kids are still studying under trees. Because kids don't have food to eat. How difficult is it to coordinate with the Ministry of Agriculture so that things like glut, when there's a glut, when the mango is rotting in the Brong Afro region now, we find a way to save it, make juice. Right? Government invest a little money in that, make some juice, put it somewhere, wait, so that when there's a glut now, when there's a scarcity now, you bring it out. School kids get juice. So say the other time I was watching Kevin Taylor's show. The free SHS has failed. It has failed. Let's face it. And it needs review. And even if failure said the failing ponua, it still needs review. Every now and then you need to review what you're doing. Utukwain, ufi hase, ko boliga. Chalama for so boy show between 90 Texas ako boliga. Now wow. Yeah, funny sir. Uko boliga, ufi hase, right? Unim kwaino. Because free SHS, na yadia ye try ye nim kwaino. Okay, and we are charting a certain course. And we see now work on could do baby. I say we now check your compass position. Now we say, okay, am I closer to Boliga? And I say I'm moving farther away from Boliga. That's what a review is. Not Nicolas Omania Champon and Obebabe Tinaho Ababe Katrayen. Mumien Trasso.
Including this one and any future one, have an obligation to make it a qualitative and enjoyable experience for our children.
Highlight that also. A qualitative and an enjoyable experience for our children. Why? Because kids have to enjoy school. So school need an enjoyable experience more and more. Or sorry, obi ampani also uncle school. It's supposed to be free and compulsory. Now, for parents to have an easy time sending their kids to school, no, for parents to get up and not have to hold their kids and drag them to school, it has to be an enjoyable experience for the kids, right? And in such a way, say, and I'll show John Mahama the way he was doing it, that he built schools, and you could see, say, at least he can base on that to say, okay, he's rolling out a plan. Let's put the infrastructure in place. Senkrabeko schooler. The first thing they need is a school building to attend schooling. Let's build the schools. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then it all comes together. Odoba also boom, free SHS. Afi Dwane Kromunye Bindi. Now we will not go for Tito at say aye omanye champon. I said the abokishi aswano. And Wababet now say Babake and Kwasi Asem. No man champon. Nobody says that don't support NPP. Say at this point in time, no, me personally, I keep saying Yanshin here, NDC for so be a bit complacent, right? So we need at least two very vibrant opposing parties. And when one is not doing too good, the other can step in. And that's exactly what is happening now. The NPP has messed up and need to leave the scene. Unfortunately, we have a party that is ready to take the reins. And we have a tried and tested leader in the person of John Dramani Mahama. Let's face it. We have seen what he can do. Yehuno as a president. What's better than that? And for me, the most important reason why we should vote for John Mahama, and say he's the only person, I keep saying, who has indicated that he has the willpower and the wherewithal to hold these people accountable. Anybody prove me wrong? Why you and what you say or what? The willpower and the wherewithal. You know why John Mahama has the wherewithal? He has the wherewithal because he is not corrupt. Senkwa corrupt and can go for it. Hey, now akwa we cry. You can't say to force in crowd or small fry. So relatively, to force is not small fry at all. But I'm saying in relative terms, no, even smaller fry like to force in crowd and more concocting no matching a cocotte no. And to imagine say if they had anything on John Mahama, what would they have done to John Mahama? 8 years, nobody has said jack. Except that what we hear is that the people that they sent to do their dirty work, Captain Smart and all these other people, Hopes Nadoye, and even our bad friend, we have good friends and bad friends. Even our bad friend, Oketeche Frifa. All that we see is these people coming back to tell us, said they were lying when they said those things that we were hearing before. Said John Mahama need Tracy Boachako. Who cares? Who cares? But then they came back to tell us, send a nyam pampo. Oh, Mahama will akoto ship. It wasn't true. Mahama will fear Dubai. It wasn't true. If Mahama had anything on him and can kofuwe, and that is his currency. That is John Mahama's currency. That is the wherewithal na Americano. Because Obian himself, he doesn't have to play ball with these people. You name about anybody else. Said you'll be a president or beba any sample for my baby play ball. I negotiate. John Mahama has signaled, say onin kofo mu and negotiate. And that's the currency. A krano, and nobody else has that currency. Enti Nicolas Omane Champon. Kope baby that what I'm not sure how much time because I have to also deal with that other story. I'm going to stop playing this with it. It's annoying to start with, right? And I think that the essence of Bibiano Womudada. Kwesi Aboagye matched him. It's a lot more in there. There's a whole lot more in there. It's all you hear is more of Omania Champon trying to make a fool of himself. And Akwasi Aboagye trying to point out his ignorance to him and trying to prove to him, say, and he should stop doing that. In fact, maybe I should play a little more because my person cannot take part na o tunifono. Or maybe I should just sum it up for you. Akwasi Aboagye tunifo say, "Ensuna wujari womuno, omani eso chenwo. Be careful. Akwa we only politicians o. Only politicians and wakon say 2000 or same bin on modema ninti on nam no Jimmy no only sa kwa ne friend is saying akwa obin kamini din neni wo minim say yeah lucky then friend no lucky bibisa somebody type it for me please obi kaya tell me please lucky sa kwa ne friend is saying sa musician bi no muni makona ko bisa sa kwa no now one person now man champion won't say he's had his time. No matter how me personally, I'm not a connoisseur of that type of music. I love gospel music. I like the back in the day, you're kind of saying Joyful Way Incorporated, right? I like those type of, but even all the bad local it will be a woman damn tear a shaming crying. You know, everybody listen, my first line of music is reggae, but that's not the only type of music. I listen to every music that's nice. All I'm saying is Omania Champion type of music, no, it never even was part of me, my thing per se. Just say because it was playing on radio and everything. Me tabita kum. No be a wosha Bible moi. Oh talita kum. Nikwa unti min kan say tabita talita yaka tabita kum. Give me 1 second, mate. Minaya kobo bibia disconnected something. Please give me 1 second. Obia utalita kum crowd sheba mo si tabita kum. Talita kumi, I see tabita na oh there yeah, mami fenu cransion in here. All I'm saying to you is Omania Champion does not qualify. He does not qualify by any metric. Omania Champion does not qualify by any metric to tell us how to vote or who to vote for. He does not qualify at all. It's more fun to baby. But once I started now saying something, then people seems to be say or more day creative art for no, and it's absurd because Muni very well say you've pissed the creative arts people no off, which is why we have people like Mwamu Kumase for now, Modo Mokoye we say no going around campaigning against you. So you're trying to counter that, right? So now they send people like these guys to walk around. One, Omo the guru, and now Omo trap it's her poor boy. After doing my piece on him, no, now me didn't cry at the time. After that, maybe who didn't King Paluta, I hear his name is, right? What's in the story now? Me, the only downside of that thing is he spoke with a bit of arrogance. Otherwise, no, I feel for him because it appears as if say he was trapped into a situation where, Vice President, of course, Obeko, who could do on was freestyle. Obeye, it's kind of right. But then Oba out, your body language, should place you in a position where people will still understand that this is what happened. But anyway, several weeks ago. What I'm saying is these people are trying to use the creatives in a certain way. Almost try with Guru and then Kimpaluta. And they patch on one big time. Now they came with Omania Champon with his nonsense or core Peace FM. Akwasi Aboagye man, they patch and whole big time. The third one recently. I think it was just last night. Sakwan your friend is saying, Maboni Dindada. Socrates Safo. Pono director. Socrates Safo, right? You call to fame, no. Or no, the first Ghanaian Pono. Obi directing Pono. And also no neba betray how I ain't voti. Nanano, moment kebio. Socrates Safo Pono and no directing. What be John say yen vote yen vote my NPP because the NDC has failed creatives whatnot. Wo uti way unim very well say Mahama was on the verge of signing some LI which was going to be to the benefit of the movie industry. But Sadi Nankasa Meme want some Mahama. Please hold on with that thing. Hold on with that thing. Don't sign that document. A lot more work needs to go into it before it's signed. The proper stakeholders need to be consulted before it's signed. Sa LI na Kumasi actors need their brown. And yes, I'm more campaign and everything, but when the time comes, please don't rush to sign that thing. Yebeye no ho asem, ye man no give times to say, right? But who so create safo? Who ko direct you upon oni wie no? Because these are the people as iska bia fi baby bar, ne ya fre mpanyifo no, the producers, 5 pad, one, dien, bunch of morons. No makwa kwatans, no makwa diska, no makwa chedi. Now the act walk down the way say the actors, the directors, nobody sees nothing. People are putting their personal monies into productions to make it an industry. But the support BFI baby bar, then people like Socrates Safo and other people are omo by intimate person mebo mudin say omo later. Omo kwako this can no more shady. And because the NPP government lets him do that, everything is fine. And an A+, who else was there? They also checked him so well. And again, it was on another platform owned by a so-called NPP sympathizer. It was on UTV. Now, Miss G, the lady who compares the show, no, please. I think you spent a little too much time trying to get that asshole to stay. For what benefit? I don't know. Muna mu producing show. Muna mu name the value he brings to the show. I don't think he brings jack, except that he's a representative of the government, right? Of the party at least. And now, she say, it's very hard to find people to speak for this failed government. And I think that makes him carry some currency and stuff like that. But you spend too much time trying to get him to stay. Obviously, he didn't have anything to say. He came to lie. And little did he know, say somebody like A+ would check him right there and then right there and then Big Akwasi was there. Big Akwasi checked him right there. So I said now can The other guy, Ola Michael, my friend, and Ola Williams, something like that. Ola was there. He also came in a very subdued way, but also checked him. I said now can he had to run with his tail between his legs, as if say because A+ catcher and he said whatever. Or see A+ catcher and say na adwini so ate say oh I'm on phone so A+ na adwini so say edien crapo yeah wo dey you fancy wa. Long story short be say na opeso che say na adwini so but na adwini so say bb clitoris. So in Tatia, I'll say in Tatia clitoris or something like that. A very tiny thing now, and also the clitoris view. No person just say Akwano na adwini so pa sa no person and I agree. So Christopher enyan kan bibia na onye bibia nyansa wom ema meni hu yeda. Na wo ye na ka odi two baby and kameni hu ni asem bia because enye me na me live your life amount. But so person wo this ade no e ba represent a whole industry like the creative industry. E better na honum e twan tro just to bring this nonsense people back into power there. No, sir. No, sir. Because some of us, time are mobile, no, na full gray hair, so and tomorrow we still 8 years of our lives. For 8 years, the industry has been shut down. So can you YouTuber? And nothing would have come from Ghana in terms of content, in terms of movies. And now with YouTube, what we are seeing is skits. I did not shift it across skits. We are seeing skits. Everybody makes skits. People make skits with their phones and everything. But where is the movie industry? Now people like Sakwawi, no more Jiska, no more D, in the name of the whole entire industry. No more better so Babi Chantro at Ghana for. So then to Mukona Mukonko to Maui. Abawu dam papa. It's time. I need to bounce. But I just need to say, right, in summation, NPP's agenda is not agending. And it's not agending because Ghanaians are way too smart. Ghanaians, Omania Champon, the standard Ghanaian. Unfortunately, we have a lot of people like that. And nothing I take it time, 1850, I'm making sure say you're stopping in its tracks because there are a lot of people are obeti asem no mania champon can no be say yampa no more so we have to check him hard. And no something that speaking language no speaking no. What is that make us with Jimmy? It's only because sometimes okay, so money crowd one cancer and a president can say and a president can say. Some of these people they don't understand that. Unya can say, oh, I call with Jimmy Pass, I will cancer. Hey, what's with Jimmy? No, Baba Betty, no, who's at the quota, what's with Jimmy? No, Betty. Long story short, I'm about to bounce. My name is Kwesi E, Baako. I'm reaching you from Studio 1, Texas, USA, Radio Culture. Once more, let me put out this public service announcement. Our home page, our mother page, www.ghnewsnow.com, no, is undergoing maintenance, right? Routine maintenance. But this is actually not routine. We are redesigning the whole platform. Yeah, overhaul my iCulture TV, where you get visuals, you get programs, you get documentaries, you get shows like Sankofa, where we have this very knowledgeable guy who teaches things like Yedin, body language in a can. So be uchobina so bu in chair, send a chair, so be yes, send a chair, all those things in our Nina was be right, iCulture TV. And then you have Radio Culture, which the Studio 1 is here, Studio 2 is in Mampontin, Kumasi. And a lot of programming is coming out from there as well. You find that on the web, on the page as well. And then you also find our articles, our editorial pieces, all that on that same platform, www.ghnewsnow.com. What we would also like you to do for us, please, download the app for us, please. If you go to Google Play Store now, or search it, iOS version ain't yet ready yet. So if you're an iOS user, you can find us on My Tuna Radio. But for Google, you can say for Android users, no, you go to Google Play Store, you type in Radio Culture, just like you see up there. So Radio Culture, my camera has shifted a little bit, has it? And now me previewing, but okay, I'm saying previewing when I shifted. But yes, you see it right there. So Radio Culture, you search Radio Culture, and please download the app. The app makes it a whole lot easier because anytime you want to catch any of our shows, no, it's just one tap and you're in, right? So thank you very much for doing the listening. This has been Weekend Editorial. My name is Kwesi E, but when I come in peace, I come not to please. God willing, next week, you'll see my face again with a different topic or topics. Hopefully, maybe with a guest. I'm trying to get Hope Sinadoye on my show. I'm also trying to get a few other exciting guests, some perspectives. So, thank you very much once more for doing the listening, and ciao. If you're listening on, if you're not, we're going to go off on the social media stream, but the actual stream is still running. So please stay if you want some reggae music. There is some serious reggae mixes following. My name once more, Kwesi E, Baako. I come in peace. I come not to please. One love every time.